So why not just make the what if immediately? Yes, you didn't see my other one. It explains in depth my freaking what if. Yes, I'm back. I'm not ill anymore. I have my vaccination now. I was worried I would die because I had something and I didn't know when they vaccinated me. And it got worse. How worse? I don't even know. The C word and the other. The C and 19, including I forgot how it's called. Well, the thing that I have right now, the one that gives the stuffy nose thing, it got worse, man. You don't even want to know. So yeah. So we start with Storm Deku. Yes, I want to start again with this one. Well, I haven't done. Again, I'm gonna say that I'm gonna restart, continue, or remake, or make different things in my what ifs. Who knows? Maybe. Okay, so might as well do Storm. I still don't know if I should do this or the normal life, which is more like weirder, if I say so myself. So why not? Let's just get into this story, man. Remember, the photos are not mine. Content to the creators. I mean, praise to the creators. Thanks to them, I can use these photos. I found this in Google. Yeah. So yeah. So we start off with the newborn Izuku. Just kidding. Everything else is canon until he's 4. Yep. I'm gonna crush his dreams. I like crushing his dreams. No, just kidding. So in this one, he has a quirk. Yep. But it's gonna be so different than what you're gonna think. I hope you didn't think what I'm thinking right now. So yeah. So when he gets to the doctor explains half of his quirk because it's almost good. Okay, we start off now. Inko Midoriya, his quirk is elemental sense. Inko says, "Oh, what does it do?" "Oh, well, the doctor says, "Oh, well, it can basically sense any disaster. Like, if there's a tsunami, he can sense it. If there's an earthquake coming, he can sense it before it hits. How long? We don't know. We just know that he's precise. It's like he can see the future, but only disasters." Inka says, "Oh, wow. So that means he's almost quirkless." Half, but I didn't explain the other quirk. Other quirk? Yes, he has 2 quirks, actually. 2 more quirks, I mean. Basically, he has 3 quirks. Ingo's eyes widen as he usually says, 3? Really? Yeah, but they're not also that useful, but more dangerous, like more villainous. But it doesn't matter. So, the first one that I'm gonna explain is that he can control disasters. For example, if there's a tornado or hurricane, he can transform or combine with it and make him into the storm and give him the abilities of the storm, but his mental state will degrade fast. So he has to train mentally and physically to sustain his body in that form. And the third one is, well, a ticking time bomb, actually. All 3 of these are still asleep, except for the danger sense, the elemental sense, so yeah. The other one is Storm Fusion. Well, even though elemental fusion, yeah, I forgot how it was called. The next one is elemental call. That means he can summon only if he wants to the disasters in one place. Like, he can concentrate all the disasters in one place. So if he activates this quirk, all disasters will hit this city at the same time or differently, depends. Like in 1 a.m. there will be a tsunami, or 2 a.m. in which will be an earthquake. And it goes on like that. That's how dangerous it is. But thank God it's sleeping. We know how much we will have to wait till it awakens, but for now we will have to pray to God that this doesn't awaken. It's too powerful. I don't think any villain will copy it or take it. They will most likely hate it, because he will be most likely hated from everyone, even the heroes. So it's very easy we state him quirkless, miss. And goes to eyes one and say, okay. And her mind says, that's stupid, Brett. Nah, just kidding. I ain't doing that. Why? Because there's a plot twist I'm gonna make. So yeah. She doesn't say that, actually. So they go to her car, they go back, and everything goes as canon. They think, he's not quirkless. They just say he has a weak quirk until he's the age of 8. I mean, not 5, because that would be too young. So in the age of 8, we start off with Ingo and Isigu traveling to another city, visiting their grandma. Sorry if I'm starring or something like that, because my English is too bad for me. Damn. So yeah, my stuffy nose. So yeah, they were visiting them, and once they go there, something like a door opens in Isuku, and he feels it. Then his elemental sense activates, and Isuku is having not a mental breakdown. Why? Because one of his elemental sense takes mental health, so he will be unstable for a while. But if he trains his mind, he will be strong, and the effects won't affect him that much if he trains his mind properly. If not, it could lead to a mental breakdown that will kill him for sure. But for now, he's having a seizure. So yeah, you're gonna see why I'm doing this. So he's doing this. He's having a seizure. Basically, he's saying, "Mom, we gotta go." And after he says this, that a hurricane appears with lightning all over the city. Remember, they're not in Hozu, nor not the MHA cities. They're not in one of them. They're like a distant city that's near the ocean. So why near the ocean? Because you're gonna see later. Okay, so I gotta do this first. Hold up. This is basically what's happening. Remember, the artist, compliments to the artist that made this, or photographer. I don't know. But thanks to him and Google, I was able to make this video with ease, thanks to the photo. So yeah, this is basically what he's seeing. So the seizure is done. Why? Because his stable, didn't I say like his mental state only lasts about 5 minutes? Yeah, 5 minutes it takes to get back to his normal self. No, I mean his quirk deactivation, his drawback. In order to activate it, he needs to draw mental health from him. But it'll only last about 5 minutes, I mean. Like, he could only drive for 5 minutes, but it will still be active. So yeah. So this happens, and the entire city is almost destroyed in 1 day. And the heroes evacuated everyone, but Inko and Izuku didn't get that luck. They were in a building when a lightning struck down on it, destroyed the whole building, collapsing in top of Izuku and her mother. Once the heroes find them, Inko is already dead, but Izuku's still alive. They try to take him away to a safe place, but lightning hits the two heroes. So Izuku's standing there, and once the heroes get far enough with the civilians, the storm stops and calms down until it's no longer a hurricane. And so everybody thinks that it's safe. But they're gonna go for a while. One day it's gonna take for them to come back. So yeah, they're gone now. We go now to Izuku when he wakes up the next day. Right before they get there. So he wakes up and he investigates the place saying, Mommy, where are you? When he finds Inko's body laying there lifeless. And he cries his eyes out for her, his lost, sobbing. And after that, he starts walking and grabs supplies. Remember, he's still 8. So he's 8. He knows knowledge. He has knowledge, so he can survive. That's why I'm making him 8. I actually forgot he was 8. So yeah, he goes grabs food, survive with kids and all that stuff. He puts himself in, what do I call it? Well, in the building. Frank! Sorry if I screamed. Sorry. I forgot about one of his quirks. Hidden quirks. I'm actually gonna say it was his hidden quirk. His quirk is called, reinforcement. That means he can reinforce something when he touches it. Like, only reinforcing to a certain point, because it will be weak on those points. So he can change the resistance to. It can be invulnerable, or just able to be broken, but with a certain amount of it, like a tsunami. Like, the entire buildings won't stand much pressure, but if Izuku enhances it with pressure enhancement plates, it can immediately withstand it. You can turn it unbreakable or just breakable to a certain point. And that costs mental health. Yes, you guessed it. Yep. So yeah, each one of his quirks cost mental health. I'm gonna put it to 2 levels. The enhancement one cost about 3 points of mental health. Izuku currently has about 4. If he passes that, or at least gets to 0, his mental health will stay that low. And you don't want to see what happens. So yeah. So when he enhances it by accident, the whole building starts glowing green and brown. Starts growing vines and plants a lot around it. Yeah, I know, that's not how it works, but I'm just gonna put it like that so you know if he's enhancing the building or not, because I'm tired of saying enhancing. So yeah. So the pro heroes arrive to investigate the scene because they think it's a quirk. Because come on, it's a world of powers. Do you think someone would do this by accident? No, it would be a villain, but no one thinks it will be by accident. So yeah, they go in, and thanks to that, the entire city starts trembling. And guess Izuku's luck. He enhanced the building with earthquake proof. So yeah, the entire building won't go down that easily. So yeah, it's how. Hello, I need to specify how big the magnitude is. It's about a 5.8 magnitude. So yeah, the pro heroes get there and are shocked to see another disaster there. And so when they try to get near, the earthquake magnitude increases and increases until they stop and return. And then it stops the earthquake. And keep in mind, it only happens in that city. No one will feel it, not even this city. It will feel like just tremors, like a magnitude 0.28. That's how weak it is. So yeah, that's how they will feel the other cities. But for that city, it will be so like damn tremendous the power. So yeah, once that happens, they think it's someone activating their quirk, or it's a proximity mine quirk. They call it like that because, like, the closer they get, the danger it gets. The dangerous it gets, the more danger it gets. Sorry, I can't speak today. So when that happened, when they figured that out, hold on, I need to drink water. Sorry. Damn, I gotta repeat this, and you didn't see nothing. You didn't see my future plans. So yeah, I gotta restart this because I forgot what part I was. So I'm gonna say the more danger as it gets them when they reach the where Izuku is. If they get near him, oh you better know it's all hell will get loose. You better know. So yeah, all pro heroes gather around, saying that this must be a powerful villain if he can do this. Without knowing, it's an accident, and Izuku getting knocked out because of the earthquake. Yes, it can still tremble inside the building, but will get destroyed. It will shake a ton, but not enough to take it down. So yeah. So while they are talking, Izuku is knocked out. So yeah. So they're gonna report everything to UA. Why? I don't know. Because I want to. No, to the Hair Society or whatever it's called, the thing. So yeah. Sorry if I forgot like that. Sorry. So when they do that, Natsu gets a notification, sees what's happening, and starts making a plan of how to get in. And that will take a ton of time. So yeah. And now we go to Suku. Yeah, we will have to go after him now. And it might get boring, I don't know. Or stupidly overpowered. So yeah. So when he wakes up, he finds himself inside his grandma's apartment. By the way, her grandma is still alive. She managed to escape. So yeah. So he finds himself in her apartment and sees the whole building still up while the other buildings. No, he sees all hell broke loose. Like you better hope you ain't seeing what he sees. Like really, you better hope. So yeah. So he starts going down the building and starts walking around. While he is walking around, he tries getting out of the city, but he sees a barrier and feels like if he crosses it, something bad will happen. And so, by accident, one finger slips from him and touches the barrier. And once it touches it, oh, 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 you better hope something will go. Some tea will go. So yeah, some chaos. Let's go, chaos is crystals. No, just kidding. No, just kidding. So yeah, the pros here see a huge storm appearing on top of Izuku. I mean the city, and so they're jaws drop because that's not very normal. That two disasters appears in one day. So yeah, or was it three? Yeah, three disasters. So yeah, no, it wasn't three. The first one had to be in the second day. There's the last ones were okay. I know. So yeah, they're shocked. Sorry, my phone turned off. So yeah. So their building is off. I mean, there's a whole storm on top of the school. You didn't see my future projects, so yeah. So he is right there, on top, right below this storm. And guess what? Yep. He goes running to his grandma's apartment and hides there. But one of the lightnings passes through his room, like missing by 1 inch his ear, and now he hears ringing from that ear. I know it will kill him immediately if at least it's that close to him, but my rules. So I mean, yeah. So yeah. So he managed to survive, and then he goes to somewhere. He enters the building again. This time, knowing, and he wasted 3 points again. But this time, he had 5 points because things that he used it last time, his health points managed to go up. Yep, it's gonna be like a game type of thing I'm gonna do. So yeah. Damn. Ignore that, please. So yeah, we go to a couple of years later. So he is now 10, and guess what? 2 years passed. Now he knows how to control his quirk, except the 5 health points. The 5th health point. That one makes him combine with his storms. He knows what will come next. He knows what will happen. Everything. So, then All Might appears, saying, I am here to solve this, let's okay, I don't know what to say. Just imagine something All Might would say. So yeah. So Osawa gets also there and saying, what is the problem? And one pro hero goes like, sir, we think there's a villain in the city. And so the rest of her goes like, why do you think so? The city's been going like a bunch of disasters. It hasn't hit other cities, but at least it destroyed the population, well, killed some of the population of this area. And I think it might be a villain because it keeps going non-stop and only staying there. We have seen a tsunami, but not one that big. So be careful, Razorhead. We don't want to risk you, and you all might. So be careful. So when they get in, I'm just gonna say there's a blank space, a blind space. I mean that they can cross, and if they cross, they would be stuck there. Well, not forever until there's another blind place, and that takes about 1 month. Yeah, 1 month it takes to someone to get out and get in. So when that happens, and they get in, a storm appears. Izuku appears and says, "Huh, people? Hey, hello." Someone says. It almost says, "Are you the villain?" And Izuku says, "What villain? I'm not a villain." "Then who is doing this? You're the only one here." Whoa, wait. How do you know I'm the only one here? How do you know I'm not just a civilian who's trying to survive here? Huh? So yeah, I'm taken back from that and says, because how is someone gonna survive this? You're obviously the villain. So, oh yeah, so Tell me why there's a storm on top of me if I could get rid of it. So yeah, tell me, am I the villain now? And so they look, someone now like look up in shock, saying, "What?" And so this the same storm happens like this, and so he's like holding this actually, holding that, saying, and just imagine Asawa and Nome like right here looking up, and Deku like just here chilling, saying, "If you want to live, come with me. If you don't, just stay there." And so Asawa and Almond go with him. So after he goes with him, I mean, they go with him. Something happens. Sorry. I mean, nothing happens. They just talk of how. I mean, you know what? I'm actually gonna explain this now. I'm not gonna be mad now. So now that we gonna see them on Isuku's house, I mean Isuku's grandma's house, and Isuku's like, "So, while you're here, you're here to stop the villain that's making this." "Oh, you mean me? Well, sorry, I'm not a villain, nor I could control this. This is part of my quirks, I mean. Do what I can, deactivate it or control it." And so says, "Well, I can deactivate it." But then Isuku says, "No, I've tried that before, quirk canceling cuffs, but never worked. I don't know why." Isuku says, sadly. After that, Isuku goes to his room, saying, "Oh my goodness, you have a lucky there versus blind spot. It takes 1 month, a whole month, to get another blind spot like that." And so All Might and Asawa look there in shock of seeing someone surviving for this long, 2 years. And we go to the perspective of Katsuki Bakugo before he left. "Yeah, you better take his swan." Well, whatever he says in the anime, just imagine that, like this swan dive thing. And after that, he goes to his house and the incident happens. I mean, let's just go to the incident when the incident happens. So yeah, when they explain that they're seeing the city was struck with a disaster, Katsuki Bakugo and Mitsuki cry, and Bakugo is like, "What have I done? Having a backlash? Damn, why can't I speak?" So yeah, he has a memory trauma now, PTSD. No, just kidding. Well, yeah, he has trauma now. Remember all the things he did to Deku. All the things, torture, methods of torture. Oh, sorry, I gotta stop right now. Sorry. This will be the end of Storm Deku. So, see ya.